All right, let's watch this, and it's gonna be Korean, maybe, and we won't understand anything. Wait, it says Inside Maple 2021. Is this like Steve's video or something? Oh no. 35 minutes.
안녕하세요 용사님들.
안녕하세요.
채널 넥넥을 운영하고 있는 조문혜입니다.
네.
2차 업데이트 소개 영상 이후로 좀 오랜만에 뵙는 것 같아요. 오늘 저희는 넥슨 사옥에서 촬영을 하고 있고요. 함께 얘기 나눠볼 세 분을 모셔보도록 하겠습니다.
Ah, more pastel colored shirts. Love it.
메이플스토리 개발실의 강원기 총괄 디렉터님, 김창섭 기획팀장님,
안녕.
오유석 아트팀장님 나와주셨습니다.
Hey, new guy. I remember this guy.
안녕하세요. 메이플스토리 총괄 디렉터 강원기입니다.
강원기.
안녕하세요. 메이플스토리 기획팀장 김창섭입니다.
I remember that guy.
안녕하세요. 메이플스토리 아트팀장 오유석입니다.
지난번에는 아트 파트장님이 나와주셨는데 오늘은 팀장님이 나오셨네요.
아 그때는 촬영.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
제가 나오지 못했는데
Okay.
이번엔 기회가 돼서 나오게
They're gonna
됐습니다.
show us some stuff.
혹시
카오스 더스크 사이에 카오스 난이도가 투입될 예정입니다.
신규 보스 가디언
That's an
엔젤
actual
슬라임,
boss, just a
아무리
giant
보스가
floating
있습니다.
slime.
또 조항버섯은 버섯의 성 같은 버섯 몬스터들을 주인공으로 하는 테마 던전이 있는 반면에 슬라임은 그 대표성 주인공으로 등장하는 특별한 컨텐츠가 적었기에
They even put a shadow effect on these things.
주인공으로 채택했습니다.
이번이 슬라임의 본격 데뷔 무대가 되는 셈이군요. 가디언 엔젤 슬라임은 일반적인 슬라임의 모습과 좀 차이가 있어 보이거든요. 아트 팀장님 혹시 가디언 엔젤 슬라임 어떤 키워드를
What is this
가지고
fucking slime, dude?
참고하셔서 하셨을까요?
가디언 엔젤 슬라임은 신성한 장소.
Are we going back to kerning PQ?
왕과 같은 요소를.
I remember soloing the king slime, dude.
그 이후로
Show.
여러 시안들을
Oh.
토대로 아트템과
Oh, they blurred it. They're blurring it. Unblurred.
보스의 비주얼 방향성을 정하는 단계를 거쳐 하나의 아트 작업물이 완성되게 되는데요. 초기에 진행됐던 시안을 보시면 가디언 엔젤 때
Okay, get right. Go. Are these all like the design ideas? I like this one for some reason. It's like a Geodude. I don't know about this one. I like this one.
위압감을 줄 수
Something
있는 시안이
a little bit different, you know?
우측의 가장 하단이라고 내부적으로 판단하여 해당 시안으로 최종 디벨롭.
Apple, thank you for paying it forward and gifting it a sub as well to Sir Frozer. Thank you very much.
슬라임의 컬러와 표정을 바꿔보는 건 어떨까 하는 고민도 있었는데요. 아무래도 용사님들께서 슬라임 하면 가장 먼저 떠올.
하루 엄청
Okay, let us talk about slime. What the fuck is this? Why is he playing an arc? Dude, don't nerf my class. Is this the slime boss fight? There's a portal here.
되면서 가디언 엔젤 슬라임이 액체로 변하고
뭐?
마치 파도처럼 위에서 아래로 이렇게 흘러내려가게 됩니다. 해당 패턴이 발동되기 전과
Okay.
후에 하는 행동에 따라서
Let's just see more information first. That looked really silly.
오락실 게임의 보스를 공략한 재미. 저도 어릴 적에 오락실 굉장히 많이 다녀서 이런 재밌는 보스들의
Arc nerf incoming? No.
패턴들이 많이 기억이 나는데요. 말씀 주신 가디언 웨이브 패턴의
Glass dude is a director?
전후
Okay.
행동에 대해서 좀 더
경로에 마그마 슬라임이 존재하는 경우 마그마 슬라임을 날려버릴 수가 있습니다. 마치 저희가 당구 게임에 가서 이렇게 당구공을 튕겨내는 것처럼 말이죠. 점차 봉쇄되게 되는데요.
Oh, he's using them to shoot lasers.
충돌하게 되면 홀리게이트가 점차 봉쇄되게 되는데요.
Whoa.
웨이브 패턴이 위치를 점할 수 있습니다.
Okay.
마스코트
미리 봉쇄해둔 홀리게이트와 연결된 쪽으로 몬스터를 잘 유도를 해서 패턴을 종료하게 되면 어드밴티지를 얻게 되어서 보다 쉽게 가디언 엔젤 슬라임을 퇴치할 수 있게 됩니다.
I'm so confused as to...
치르게
What is this, a new hat? No. A bracelet? Part of the pitch boss set? Is it a ring? It's probably a ring, right? Level 160 ring with, of course, garbage base stats. But level 160 though, higher tier, Pog. So like basically a copy of the Gloom ring, right? Oh, regular boss set? Okay. Ooh, that's interesting actually. This will allow us to transfer Hammer's superior Gollux ring into it. We can high Star Force Meister Arcana Treasure, transfer Hammer into Superior, transfer Hammer into this one, without risking to boom.
네, 그렇군요. 귀엽지만 강력한 보스 가디언 엔젤
Or low risk to boom, I
잠시 후
guess.
테스트 월드에서 만나볼 수
If it
있다고
stays
하니까요.
160.
많은 기대와 사랑 부탁드립니다. 디렉터님, 보스 관련해서 또 준비한 게
Dude, I need to AFK. Oh no, I stayed in here. Rip.
있다고 들었거든요.
네.
Alright, what are we doing? Oh my god, 0.6% I don't know what.
보스 결정석, 필드 사냥, 그리고 우르스입니다. 그 중에서도
Is this for the
결정석이 차지하는
64-bit
비중이
client
가장
that nobody's using
보스
32-bit
결정석으로
anymore? Or?
생산되는 메소는 꾸준히 증가하고 있는데요. 이는 보스
아이.
패치에 요구되는 성장의 수준은 점차 달성하기 쉬워지는 데 비해서 보스에서 생산되는 메소의 양은 고정적이기
Cherburn equals Meso?
때문에
Okay.
발생하는 현상으로
Oh, it does not
판단하였습니다.
include Meso, okay.
메소는 메이플 스토리의 거래 화폐일 뿐만 아니라 아케인 포스나 스타포스 그리고 어센틱 포스 등
Oh, Arcane
게임의
Force.
다양한 시스템에서 요구되는 재화이기
Why did it not have an F?
따라서
Why is it
메소
Arcane
생산량을
Force?
적절히 억제하지 못하면 게임의 경제에 악영향을 미치는 것은 물론 게임의 재미를 반감시킬 수 있다고 생각했고 가장 많은 메소를 생산하고 있고 그 증가폭이 점차 더 커질 것으로 예상되는
Arcane
보스
Power or
결정석
Arcane
선택한
Force?
방법은
Sorry.
교환 가능한 재화들을 보스 몬스터 리워드로 활용하여서 보상감을 확대하는
I
것이었습니다.
see pictures.
환생의 불꽃들과 그
Adding stuff to
재료들이라거나
bosses. Oh, there's another picture here.
에나임 로드를 일정 시간 동안
Ooh.
보호하는 콘텐츠로 1일 최대 6개의
Okay, that's the Morass Daily.
상승 제한 시간이 조정되고
Training maps.
테네브리스 1일 퀘스트에서 불편한 점들이 개선되고
Tenebris
인벤토리 내
review.
아이템 위치 고정 기능 추가, 시그너스 보스 입장 방식 개선,
More key.
월드맵의 즐겨찾기 기능 추가, 의자 가방과 칭호 명함의 사용 가능
Many bags.
다양한 개선 사항들이 준비되어 있습니다.
여러 용사님들께서 꾸준히 토론 게시판
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Let's read about all of this now. Wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't click it yet. How dare I? All right, I clicked it. Talk about how the new boss, Guardian Angel Slime, has 2 difficulties and was designed to fit into different difficulty ranges. Normal between normal Damien and easy Lucid, and chaos between Hard Will and Chaos Darknell. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, we talked about that before. Having different. There's also some stuff about Meso inflation, including the graph showing the majority of Meso created in game are through selling intense power crystals, which is why they added a new system to combat it. Really? 55% of all the Meso is coming from power crystals? Dusk's Gloom? Yeah, I know. Wow, that's insane. I wonder how much is this in Reboot. In Reboot, it's got to be like 15% or something, and then 80+% is like from killing monsters, and then the other 5% is just random shit. Your easier boss gets 3% less Meso, but Reboot is 5x instead of 3x now. So is it a boss yield meta or not? Well, the thing is that we don't know all of that yet. This is KMST Tespia, so this isn't even in the game yet. Improvements they have planned for September include the 64-bit client, yep. The seed reorganization, okay, and introducing probability real-time monitoring system. That's for September. Improvements they have planned for 2021 include character growth, experience, and convenience improvements. Maple Guide reorganization, 0 creation restriction removal. Cool. And add the ability to show off your achievements. Wait, we already have that. Oh, okay, maybe individual achievements. Okay. I'm telling you guys, achievements, it's coming, guys, it's coming. Copium. Improvements they have planned to work on at all times include setting up a team dedicated to the story, increase the supply of Rebirth Flames, increasing the manpower on a team dedicated to convenience and bug improvements, Continuing to improve boss rewards, combat meso inflation, work to improve the probability experience. Okay, cool. For the 2021 winter update, so for our 2022 summer update, they split up the things that they have planned into 4 sections. Base job improvements. Improvements starting with the adventurer jobs. I don't know why you would... okay, a lot of adventure classes are kind of shit to get to 200. I kind of agree on that. But I feel like as an overall, the classes that need the most help are the resistance classes. Like resistance, Xenon, Demon, like that blob of classes, I think needs the most help out of everything. Including all the way up to and including 5th job. I said including twice. Combat convenience improvements. Improving combat convenience. Okay, I thought they wanted to combat convenience improvements. I was like, why would you want to combat that? I thought you would want to do that. Okay, that was it. Skill effect improvements. Okay. Okay, I hope this ties into the larger topic of layering and visibility in this game in general, which is, I think, a huge thing that needs to be addressed. I think that should be a huge topic in KMS, actually, but yeah. Enhancing the fun of each job's characteristics. Okay, yeah. And then story content renewal, improving dialogue to match the worldview and character settings, improving the flow of and cutscenes for story content, expanding the per account skip feature, and also adding the option to turn on the sounds in the beginning of a storyline in case it has sound, so that we don't go through skipping everything without knowing that there was some cool shit there. Boss content diversification, add new boss difficulties, easy will, normal Hilla, normal Varus Hilla, and normal Saren. Okay, interesting. Easy will. Huh. People are already not really doing normal will at this point. Adding easy, I don't know if easy will is necessary, but okay. Normal Varus Hilla. Normal Varus Hilla. That's weird, huh? Normal Saren, huh. Plan to continuously expand boss content. Okay. On mules? Yeah. If there's events like with Neo, with the Neo cores, then you can get access to more of them. Character growth and content usage experience improvements. Improving character growth speed. Greatly improve the Maple guide. And relieve the inconvenience of Legion growth. Okay, cool. Overview. New boss, Guardian Angel Slime. Boss road reorganization, Spring. Enheim defense and protect Esfera. New dailies in Morass and Esfera. And something with achievements and improvements. Okay. Oh my god, these patch notes are absolutely massive. Okay. Music. New boss, Guardian Angel Slime is where? Here. Oh. Okay. This guy's just vomiting a waterfall down here. Alright. Just slimes are getting their own area. Welcome to Ramu Valley. Oh god, we have Ranmaru and Ramu now. Ramu. Jesus. Ramu Madman, Ramu. That's like making a slightly less black mage. Yeah, how about the gray mage and the white mage with easier difficulties? Okay. Welcome to the valley. My question is, how did these guys build anything when they're just blobs of slime? Like, how was there a bridge here? Who made these houses? I have so many questions. Who built this fence? How did they get a bucket? Who's maintaining the shrubbery? Magic? Well, that's a great answer. I guess magic does everything, huh? Can I link this? Sure. Did you read up on the lore? No. Amazing. And now this one. Historical site of slime. Ooh. Following a series of invitation, you arrive at the Ramu Valley with cute slime, where cute slimes live. Wow. Test your strength by confronting the cute and powerful guardian angel slime who has been crowned by the god of slimes. Amazing. Participation requirements. Characters level 210 or higher who have completed the 5th job advancement can accept the Ramu, who is really the cutest quest. You can talk to the mysterious stone statue at the Guardian Slime's altar to enter. Look at him. He's like, not really angry, but he's like determined to whoop your butt. Level 210 plus? Yeah, I'm getting like a Fox Valley vibe from this. It's like a little bit higher level than the Fox Valley stuff. This is a side quest-esque boss area? Yeah, looks like it. It's kind of like a CPAP, right? But then like the higher version of CPAP with like another higher level boss accessory. It's gonna be thicker than a Ketchy, I guess? Oh yeah. Hella thick. He's got the little wings though, I don't know about that, but... there are 2 difficulties, normal, level 220, and chaos, level 250. I'm not sure if there are any other any differences in the modes other than HP and damage, as I've only tried normal so far, okay? You can enter once per day per difficulty mode. There's a 30-minute re-entry cooldown. You can clear up to once per week, regardless of difficulty mode. Ooh, okay. When you enter, you'll be at the Ramuramu Temple. Here you'll see the boss as well as 4 different colored portals in the corners of the map, so you can attack the Guardian Angel Slime at this point, but you deal reduced damage. Okay. Magma Slimes will spawn around the map, and you can use the special skill Mascot Slime's Help Energy Shot to push the Magma Slimes into the gates. When a gate is covered by 3 slimes, it gets closed. Okay. After a few minutes, the second phase will start. The Guardian Wave will start moving from the top of the map along the platforms. You can use the Mascot Slime's Help Crystal skill to install crystals that block and change the direction of the wave. Right, that's that green shit that we saw. The point of this phase is to lead the Guardian Wave of Slimes into one of the gates that you blocked in the first phase. If you blocked all 4, then you can just wait for them to enter any gate. Okay. You safely lead the Guardian Wave into one of the gates you blocked. You can return to the top of the map and turn to the Guardian Angel Slime with full damage for a short period of time, as it is self-bound. And then you repeat this process until it's dead. Okay, that seems like a very convoluted way of dealing damage to a boss, but okay. But yeah, it seems a little bit like CPAP on steroids, yeah. Yeah, and then we have the reward. So part of the boss accessory set, Guardian Angel Ring, level 160, 5-stat, 200. Part of the boss accessory set, tradable. Want to provide a new goal by adding a boss, the Guardian Angel Slime, to the range where the desire to challenge new bosses was decreased because the hurdles to reach the next stage were too high. Sure. By adding the Guardian Angel Slime, we wanted to provide new fun by providing a mid-step boss and by breaking away from the ignore mechanics and just DPS pattern. Wow. What gave you that idea? We expect that the newly added challenge experience will have a positive effect on players and the fun elements of games you used to enjoy in arcades. I'm not sure we want that as part of bosses, but okay. Because like I'm pretty sure that's what they thought as well when they implemented the pre-bosses for Princess No, but now that's just really annoying. Yo, this kind of slaps. This is like background music from Fall Guys. Let's speeds up. I can't wait to get absolutely fucked by the slime with this in the background, yeah. The main reward is a new part of the boss accessory set, level 160 ring. Currently, a character can equip a total of 4 rings, so we wanted to provide more diverse ring combinations. And again, like I said, so this is nice for us. You can go high Star Force Kana ring into a superior ring that we can back up and get more of, and then transfer hammer that one into this one without needing to risk booming this. Of course, we don't know how common this is going to be, but since it's level 160, it's probably going to be pretty rare. Yeah, there's a little bit of a Kirby vibe as well, yeah. Oh, we're slowing down again. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is an actual boss fight? Okay, so they're hitting a bunch of times. You're getting these crystal things to show up. There we go. And then you push with the skill, you push them into a portal. You try to block off all the portals. I like that his animations are better. Like he's got those 60 FPS animations. I like that. You can see the fluidity when everything else is a little bit choppy, but you can see it. So you need 3 rocks for every portal. Oh, there's 4 of them over there. But yeah, so you do severely reduced damage. So that's why you want to block the doors. You don't have to block all of them. One of them is enough. But if you go to the other stage, the more of them you have blocked off, the easier it'll be to be able to temporarily do more damage. So now you're just like artificially being slowed down in how much damage you can do, and therefore artificially slowed down in being able to do this. Okay, so now you have to place these crystal things. And I guess the green slimes will try to... Do they go towards the crystals, or do the crystals block them? Oh, and then you go all the way back up, right. And now he's bound, and now you can just like wail on him. Oh wow, he's... And that's an actual bind, I think. I'm not sure about those 2 HP bars. They were moving pretty similar, and now one of them is still higher than the other one. So let's see what happens when they do this again. Oh, it seems like he's healing a little bit. Maybe you can heal up until the other bar or something. I'm not sure what that other green part is. Oh, okay. So if you kill him all the way to the left side of the 1 bar, that does enough damage to... Oh, I'm switching into drop gear. Dude, it's so weird how the... Get out of here. It's so weird how the stat window... Look. Spacebar is supposed to play. Thank you. How the stat window looks, right? Compared to what we have now. Because they got the hyperstat presets here. Oh, it looks like they have 3 of them. You've got damage range that has never been more insignificant as a stat in the whole game. Taking up double the space now. Your level still not being mentioned at all in your stat window, which is also intriguing. And then you have the inner abilities here with the colors. You have the extra percentages for IED, 2 decimal points, and you have the, I believe, buff duration in here somewhere. So like the stat window does look very, very different compared to what it looks like for us right now. Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi HP bars, so it's a little bit different. And then boss reward reorganization. So it seems that he was able to buy up to 180, but from what I heard, that's per account per week now. So you have to be more careful in what you sell. And you can already, and he has like the price list, and he shows you how much he's gonna be paying for stuff. 91 mil for the Chaos version of this guy. Saren is pretty low compared to the Black Mage, damn. Considering that most people who are trying to do Saren will already have the Black Mage killed, but it's like a third. Are gonna show us the drops? Oh. Wow. There you go. Seems they dropped the Alchemist potions. And chance of the Root Abyss potions. There you go. Because Saren is weekly and BM is monthly? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. True. No ring? Yeah, I expected ring drop rate to be pretty low since it's a level 160 item. I hope it's not on the same tier of rarity as like the Papalatus mark or something, because that would be like, ugh. Selling price of intense power crystals will now change at regular intervals. Yeah, so that's why the numbers are so weird as well. Intense power crystal prices for daily and weekly bosses will change every Thursday at reset. The prices for monthly bosses will change every first day of the month at reset. Intense power crystals can be sold for the prices that they had at the time they were acquired. You can check the price of currently dropped crystals by talking to the collector NPC and clicking. What is the purpose of all of this? Why would they change? I really hope that this is just only the case for non-reboot and that reboot just has set amounts. To nerf the bosses that are getting killed a lot? Yes, like if everyone makes a bunch of bossing mules and starts killing CRA like crazy, the value goes down? To push everyone to go even further with our characters, I guess? Again, I get that for non-reboot, but I hope that reboot doesn't have the same system and does the same thing, because that's just silly. Because there's no economy there to take into account. Change every day, and either going to increase, drop, or stay at the same within 3%. Starting from August, the prices will remain the same as before the patch. Oh, starting from August 12th? The prices will remain the same as before the patch. In the official server, the Power Crystal price will change starting from August 19th for daily and weekly bosses, and from September 1st, 12 AM for monthly bosses. Oh, okay. Currently, route that creates the most amount of Mesos in MapleStory is the selling of the Intense Power Crystal obtained from bosses. So that's cool that you guys organize that, and then for KMS you take appropriate action. That's totally cool. Now GMS has to do the same thing for GMS and then take appropriate action for GMS, which they won't do, which means we're just getting downstream KMS changes, which could affect us very negatively because it's a feature not designed for us. So this is going to be grand. Difficulty of growing characters to be strong enough to defeat bosses are gradually decreased while the prices of the crystals stayed the same. As a result, it was expected that the Meso created would gradually increase, and we decided that it would be difficult to properly control Meso inflation. No, because the higher you get, the more money you throw away at a smaller chance of upgrading, so the game auto-corrects for that. So I don't know what the problem is. Therefore, we applied a system where the selling... You're not going to keep buying like the same tier of CRA gear. You're going to try to buy more expensive shit. So you need the extra money. So your money is still going into things. It's not like you're sitting on more money. Again, I don't really get this logic. It's like, oh, as things get easier, but you get the same amount of money, you'll get more money. Yeah, but every single upgrade that you're going for is going to be more expensive, so the money disappears again. You're surprised Mesos are inflating when Star Force... Exactly. There's so many systems in the game that take the money out. I guess they just don't want to increase the Star Force cost like they do for us, I guess. Did I see the new Ariana Grande event in Fortnite? I did not, no. I have to say, I've been out of the... I have not dropped any victory royales recently. And maybe I'll go back to the battlefield soon, TM. Therefore we have, because I am, of course, a pro Fortnite gamer. Therefore we have applied a system that will be selling prices of the Power Crystal changes dynamically by looking at the percentage of boss clears and difficulty indicators from a certain period of time. In order to minimize the impact on the market, the changes in Intense Power Crystal selling prices have been set to be within 3% per week. Sure. Boss reward reorganization details. Wait, these are different potions because they look scuffed. Like the neck is shorter on that. This is like a cocked version of the potion. New rewards have been added to Normal, Lotus, and Normal Damien. Powerful tradable Rebirth Flame expires in 7 days. You know, I think it's just marvelous that they remove the flames and then like a month later add them as like new feature. Now you can get flames from bosses. Okay. easy there, dude. Additional experience 50% coupon voucher. Additional experience. I mean, it's not like on top of an experience coupon, right? It's just instead of one, I think. Sparkling blue star potion, sparkling red star potion. Wait, sparkling blue? I know what the sparkling red one does. There's sparkling red, sparkling gold, and sparkling white and black. What is the blue one? What does the sparkling blue do? Does anyone know that? Do they call this the sparkling blue one? Is it like a 10% wealth potion? Or is it a 10% EXP potion? Oh, small experience accumulation potion. Oh, okay, it says it. Yeah, okay. But that's not the blue one that they're talking about, I don't think. Blue is 20 IED. Yeah, that's the white one, right? Or the star one? Wait, is that called blue? I don't remember that being called blue. Oh, I have those too then. I have a bunch of them then. I didn't realize those were called blue. Oh, what else would they be called actually, now that I think about it? No, because we have the white one is for the drops. Oh, that's called blue? Okay, yeah. It's like rainbow colored in my opinion, not really blue, but okay. Yeah, gold, red, blue. So they didn't add the white and the black ones. Okay. Okay, interesting. Sparkling might be useful. Sparkling are good shit, yeah. Commits manipulation due to the act of catching root abyss bosses 48 times a week with a 20-star multiple item called a... Okay. Oh, right. People make the high Star Force Muspel gear and then just trade it to their other characters. And then all their characters are really strong and can kill all the things, right? We have the gear progression. You didn't message to me what time you were available, and that's already like past midnight, so it's already really, really late. I was hoping that you'd like pop in somewhere during the stream and not like so far near the end because of time zone stuff. Because I've got shit to do as well. Yeah, that's kind of my bad. I should have just put a time so I can plan around the time. I can't just say like, oh, we'll just do it somewhere in the day, because that just never works out. That's my bad. Wait, is this supposed to be like a beetle? It's like a flying beetle, I just realized. You sent a thumbs up and we're waiting on a DM. If I'm like... yeah, if I'm streaming, I'm not gonna like go into Discord and like message you that I'm ready. I would expect you to come into the chat and be like, hey, I'm available. Something like that. Because I can't smell what you're doing, but you can always tune in to see what I'm doing, right? But that's maybe like a miscommunication on the expectation there. But yeah. Okay. Because I don't have Discord open. You can smell me from there? No. Okay, and then large boss, Medal of Honor, tradable, expires in 30 days. Ooh, tradable for 5,000 honor. Okay, that's kind of nice. If you can farm a bunch of those, you can add have another character's honor experience go faster, and expires in 30 days. That's also quite nice. But can you smell what the rock is cooking? I mean, probably some pancakes, right? All right, so they added it at around the same star amounts as Easy Lucid for the low level one, and then the high level one is like in between Hard Will and Chaos Gloom. So interesting. Added to Easy Lucid, Normal Lucid, and Normal Will, including the items above. Eternal Flames. Wow, dude, they're adding flames to bosses. This is groundbreaking stuff. New rewards have been added to Normal Gloom and Normal Darknell, including the items above. Black Rebirth Flames. Amazing. New rewards have been added to Hard Lotus, Hard Damien, Hard Lucid, and Hard Will. Unrelenting Flame, not in reboot. Forever Unrelenting Flame, not in reboot. Forever Unrelenting Black Flame, not in reboot. 60% Incredible Chaos Scroll of Goodness, not in reboot. And Accessory Scroll Voucher, not in reboot. amazing new drops. Thank you. Reboot is amazed at these new awesome items that are all not available in Reboot. New rewards have been added to Chaos Gloom, Chaos Darknell, Hard Darknell, Varishilla, Black Mage, and Seren. A whole bunch of stuff again not in Reboot, and a Primal Essence. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people doing Seren really have high demand for extra Primal Essences. So that's cool. Black Flames are the ones that change the value of the current flame? No, Black Flames are the ones that is basically an eternal flame, but you get to pick whether you want the new flame or you keep the old numbers. So the Black Flame is like a black circulator, not like the Chaos Circulator. I think you're thinking of like a Chaos Flame or something. 23-star Meister time, baby. Yeah, I'm not sure. Bosses that drop bonus occult cubes will no longer drop occult cubes. Bosses that drop large boss medals of honor will no longer drop boss medals of honor. Okay. The type rate and maximum number of drop items are different based on the boss. Item drop rate increasing effects do not apply to any of these items. RIP. The drop rate of these items are planned to be changed with updates for a certain period of time. I love vague descriptions like that. The additional experience 50% could be used to acquire an additional experience 50% coupon, which is tradable and expires in 7 days. Okay, but it's 50%, so that's garbage. The premium accessory scroll, maybe while you're doing your dailies or something. Premium accessory voucher. Okay, you don't get scrolls, but you get vouchers for scrolls, and then you can click them, and then you have 30 days before they expire. Okay. Scardor used red flames on my heart, Sag. Yeah, that's because because they didn't have enough Eternals. The existing boss rewards were not provided in proportion to their difficulty, and so a reverse phenomenon occurred in certain ranges. With this reorganization, various tradable consumable items and rare crafting materials have been added to boss rewards, and you can acquire more rewards as you face higher tier bosses. However, if a large number of tradable items were released at once, it could have a significant impact on the in-game economy. Again, only in non-reboot. Where's the reboot reason for doing that? So the drop rate will be adjusted every update for a certain period of time. If the drop rates are changed, we will notify you through a release notes and a time update. Okay. What are these boxes? Absolab and Arcane Shade equipment items have been changed to drop as vouchers. The following items will now be dropped instead of the previous Absolab Arcane Shade equipment. Absolab's armor box untradeable expires in 7 days. Absolab weapon box untradeable expires in 7 days. Arcane Shade armor box untradeable expires in 7 days, and Arcane Shade weapon box. In Reboot World, you can only select one of the items that your current character can equip. Why? Why? What if someone wants a mage hat? Why won't you let them pick that? What? Why? Why not give why limit people's options if they want to do something else? You can still buy a mage hat? Yeah, but you have to pay the droplets. What if you have everything you want and you get a box and you want to get the mage hat with the box so you can anvil, but now you can't use the box for that and you still have to use your droplets on it. You can pick other class from CRA pieces? Yeah, and from the Princess No pieces. Why wouldn't they do that? But droplets are going to get sold from the Meso shop? Yeah, but that still means that you're paying $5 for it rather than the drop that you're getting from the boss right now. They don't want Pepegas requesting the GMs to revert their gear because they fucked... Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's like a... That's some Darwin Awards, dude. Like, if you get a box like this and then you click the reward... I mean, you would... So, if you click it, you would get, like... here are the rewards for your class, and then you can pick one, or you could be like, I want a reward for another class that you have to pick specifically, and then you click what class, and then you pick what reward you want, you know? If you just put like 3 walls in between, no one will accidentally pick the wrong thing. You can tell if I'm joking or not. Of course I'm not joking. Why would you limit the option of... It's like, oh, okay, instead of getting a drop, you're now getting a box, but you're not going to be able to get anything from any other character in Reboot. Warrior clothes are ugly? Exactly, like a lot of the arcane shit is like Ugly is sin. So why don't allow people to pick what they want? You don't want a toothbrush warrior hat? I would be okay with it, honestly. But I mean, I have my mohawk hair. That's going to cover anything regardless, so. Thief best look? I think most people like the mage hat for good reason, yeah. Were good drops not already limited to what class you play in Reboot? Yeah, they were. So why go like halfway of improving it? Why not just go all the way in improving it? But yeah, like Seth said, if you get pieces to exchange, typically with those pieces you can pick whatever you want. Why make it so that you can pick whatever you want, but then... Like, this is the perfect opportunity to allow people to get what they want, but then they don't do it. But okay, I mean, even with that aside, that's like a silver... what's the opposite of a silver lining? That's like an obsidian lining or whatever. But this is, of course, amazing, right? Now, this is, of course, coming way too late because I already have 4 backup weapons sitting in my inventory because that's apparently the only drop I can get. And I won't be able to do anything with these 4 weapons because I got my first weapon at 21 without any booms, so now I'm just sitting on a whole bunch of weapons. If I could trade these in for boxes and I could actually get backups for those when I inevitably boom them, because I've already boomed 6 of those and I'll probably just boom some more. That would be cool if I could exchange them for a box. Other requests, really? What? I dare ask. Now we can get 4 weapon boxes instead. Oh yeah, that would be weapon boxes, right. So if you get a weapon box, it's still useless. Never mind. Oh, God. I'm going to start banning people who say tap 22 it. That is something that I could do when I have 2 of them. Having 4 or 5 or having 600 of them doesn't change that. It's a really, really silly and dumb thing to say, and it's really annoying that people say that every single time I mention that I have backups. So I'm going to start like timing people out for that because it's just really fucking annoying. Why couldn't they just copy and paste how the CRA selector things work where you can... I don't know. Maybe they thought that was a bridge too far or too easy of access too quickly. Maybe that's the direction they're eventually working towards. I hope. I dare hope. Yeah. The drop rate of Absalom and Arcane Shade equipment boxes has been adjusted. In regular worlds, the armor box drop rate has been increased to higher than the existing armor drop rate. And the weapon box drop rate has been decreased to lower than the existing weapon drop rate. In Reboot World, the armor box drop rate has been increased to higher than the existing drop rate. The drop rate of the equipment box will be higher for higher tier bosses. I'm telling you because you're feeling fragile as fuck. Because I understand if you're new here and you don't know, but the argument, the problem is never like someone makes a silly joke like that and it's like haha. The problem is that like every single time it comes up, it's like 6,000 times, and you're not funny. You're not the first person to come up with it. Like it's the repetition that's really fucking annoying. It has nothing to do with like a one-time thing. Of course, one-time thing is whatever. You'll just ignore it. 100% drop from Hard Dark now. Wait, so they're... Okay, but they're not specifically addressing the drop rate for the weapon box compared to the weapon drop rate right now. I feel like the weapon drop rate is really high. I mean, I might just be... I have different luck than everyone, but like my DA has gotten 5 drops that are all weapons, and then my Arc has gotten 6 drops, and 4 of those are weapons. So, I mean, 9 out of 11 were weapons for me. I mean, I guess it's normal that the weapons are higher because every single boss has the weapon as the drop rate, so that one is going to drop higher. But man, I wish they would just do an arcane equipment box and that you could just pick whichever equipment you want. Because, man, if you... I don't know. Like, I kind of get that they want to separate them because they don't want to give everyone the weapons for free because the weapons are twice as valuable. But that means that now, if you already have the weapon and you get the weapon box, it's completely useless. Like, you should be able to downgrade from a weapon to an armor. I get that they don't want you to be able to pick up a weapon if you only, quote-unquote, are getting the value of an armor drop. I get that part. But you should be able to downgrade to, like, half the value. Because now if I have 4 weapons and I get another weapon box, again, I'm getting fucked. Maybe 2 boxes for 1? I mean, well, what I suggested is just that if no item drops directly... well, like 2 things. I would do an exchange. So you just exchange one item for another one, if you want to. Like you can... Maybe you could do a weapon for any other item, and other items you could do 2 for 1 or something. Or if no weapon drops, you get coins from the boss to drop, so that you can eventually just buy whatever weapon you want from the shop. That's how I had it in my head as a solution. I see this box solution as like addressing some of the issues, but just creating new issues now, or not addressing part of the issue. Whereas like if you already have a certain drop and you don't need it anymore, by splitting it into 2 separate boxes, I think it's still going to be annoying for people who just keep getting weapon boxes and they still have nothing to do with it. Like they can't use them on anything. Abusable? No, well, no, it's not abusable in... This is specifically for Reboot, isn't it? Yeah, this is in... Oh, no, the rates changes. Yeah, okay, I don't... Sorry, I guess I have to preface everything. I don't give a fuck about abusable and non-Reboot world. This is... I'm only gonna suggest things for Reboot. I'm not gonna suggest anything for non-Reboot, because I don't play it, so I don't know anything about it. So I'm not gonna pretend that I know what they need or what they want. If I say something like whatever I just said, that's only for Reboot. And what really ticks me off is that we see all of these changes, and with the other pages here as well, it's like, okay, people want this, but we're not gonna do that because that could disrupt the market. And it's like, okay, that's a good reply for non-Reboot, but we're in Reboot, and we don't have a market, so what is the reason why we're not getting it? But there's no argument why Reboot isn't getting it. It's just a general argument as to why non-Reboot is not getting it. And then Reboot is just getting forgotten, which is unfortunate. Like, if they change this because they think this is a great system for non-Reboot, like, okay, cool, do that for non-Reboot. But then for Reboot, we should have our own fix for our own problems. And not just the same one that non-Reboot gets, and then Reboot is still stuck with the same problems. It doesn't fix anything that we have. But yeah, hopefully with the separation of the topics and of the listing in the discussion board for Reboot members and non-Reboot members, hopefully the Reboot voices will be a little bit stronger. And then when they develop new stuff like this, they will take into account both how it's going to affect non-Reboot and how it's going to affect Reboot. And again, as always, I don't know how anything is going to affect non-Reboot. I don't play it. I'm not going to pretend to know how it's going to get affected. I'm going to pretend to know like I know what they need. Anything I say is like how I would like it to be in Reboot, or how I think it should be in Reboot, or etc. etc. I guess you whenever you want to do the gear progression later. Yeah, probably somewhere next week. Maybe Monday, if you can. Maybe. Monday's a little bit busy though, but in between, well, yeah, it depends on your hours, Damien. Just tell me what hours you're available, okay? Reboot isn't big enough in Korea for them to give a shit. Yeah, that really sucks. That really sucks, because that contributes to the downstream kind of negative that we kind of just get whatever KMS does, and that kind of sucks because Reboot is the biggest for us, and then the smallest for them. So, yeah, there's a disconnect there, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Doesn't really matter anymore. Anytime, okay, but not any time works for you. Just give me some times, because this is what we tried today, and this is what didn't work. So we need to try something else to make sure that it does work. Because otherwise it's just going to linger on for like weeks until we find a time. I need to know ahead of time when it's going to be so I can prepare and plan all of my other stuff around it. I need like a set date, you know? I could technically do Sunday after like Flag Race and Ursus. Like, let's say like 2 hours before now on Sunday, something like that. -2 works best for you. Yeah, so that's midnight already for me. That's usually when I'm completely cooked and I'm completely done and my brain is fried. Usually. Because that's usually when I've already streamed for like 8 to 10 hours, depending on when I started. Well, it should be when I've streamed 8 to 10 hours, but usually I've only streamed like 4. No, yeah, 6 to 8. -4 on Sunday. It's 4 on Sunday. Yes. Okay, boom. I clocked it in. Done. It's in there. Okay. Okay. A developer knows Abs Lab and Arcane Shade equipment item has a large variation in acquisition experience base. Yes. Through this reorganization, we expect that the reward experience will be equalized by changing it so that you can exchange for any equipment and supply items based on market demand. Wait, this makes it tradable piece? The box itself is untradable, but the item in it is tradable, right? See, Damien? In regular words, the armor box draper has been increased to be higher than the existing armor drop rate. If anything, isn't this going to have like a huge effect on the market? Because everyone's just going to make blade casters for Adels, and those things are just going to tank in value. At the moment, weapon to armor has been officially released to 1 to 10. Armor is a dead market right now, so this will help balance it out. Wait, in non-reboot, the armors are insanely expensive. You're saying the armors are 10 times as likely to drop than the weapons? It'll even out the highs and lows? Yeah. Yeah, which really sucks for unpopular classes, because they're going to have to... Comparatively, their drops are going to get a lot more expensive when there's not even that much demand for it. Because people have to choose to either supply them or supply someone who's willing to spend way more money. Buy them now? Yeah, so I guess buy a lot of the cheap weapons. Well, the demand isn't going to increase, right? Since 200 blend weapon wouldn't even drop anymore, it'll raise the price floor. Yeah, No more Xenon weapons for less Meso than Necro gear. Yeah, Why not just make the box tradable? Yeah, just cancel out the middleman and just make the box tradable. You're talking way too much sense now, Justin. You need to remember that there need to be like 16 steps to get like Meso from one person to Meso from the other person, okay? They can't be just like 1-to-1. Opportunity cost of choosing a 200 blood weapon over blade cost will make 200 blood weapon way more expensive. Yeah, exactly. They need to make an untradable version for reboot. Well, no, it could be tradable for reboot. There's a lot of things in reboot that are tradable, but you can't trade them because there's no trade. And because equipment just can't be put in storage, even if they have the quality of being tradable. Like the reboot untradability supersedes whether something is tradable or not. Okay, what's next? Yeah, so this can definitely shake up the value of items. Let me log into non-reboot real quick and start buying out the market. I mean, it's only Tespia, but... in addition, for the existing weapon and armor drop rates, they were not set based on value or demand. Okay, so for armor we have changed them to drop more than before, and for weapons we have changed them to drop less than before. Okay. If you don't wear an arcane set, you should prepare a Meister set. Not for GMS. For GMS, Rudibus doesn't do... the Meister set doesn't do anything. We have the Golix set, which is way better. Golix is... if you haven't seen... Oh. Shit. Now I'm in a different character, so I probably can't even show Golix. This guy I don't think has any Golix. But a Golix set bonus 4 set is belt, pendant, earring, and ring. Level 150 equips. No flame advantage, but level 150 equips. And the set bonus... Yeah, I don't have any pieces here. Set bonus is 30% boss damage and 30% IED. So that's just... massive. Why do I have Zakum's weapons? I can just NPC those, right? Oh, an NPC for 1 Meso. Beautiful. That's just glorious. I don't know why I have all of these. Brown skullcap. Oh my god, exposed. Not even real. That's a collection? Yeah, I don't even know why. Why'd I apply the Maple C? I'm not gonna pretend to know any of that either. Okay. And then set bonus changes, I think. Absolab and Arcane Shade equipment set effects have been changed. The Absolab set effect has been changed as shown below. Okay. Before, after. Okay. So the 2 set is already gonna have 10% boss. The 3 set is gonna have that boss in it as well. Oh no, the 3 set is also going to have 10% boss in it. Okay, okay. So by the time you're 3 set, you'll have 20% boss or more than you have now. Okay, encouraging people to switch into partial set bonuses earlier. That's kind of cool. 4 set is the same. 5 set is 20% boss less. Right, yeah. So it's less top heavy. That is like boom, 5 set. Now we have everything. But right from the get-go, 2 and 3 set, that'll be worth switching into more. Okay. Oh yeah, so that could mean that you go into Arcane Weapon 3 set and 4 set, right? Wait, can you 4? Yeah, so shoe, cape, shoulder, glove, Abzo, and then 3 sets CRA. Because you've got 30 attack versus 10% boss. But the value of damage is going to go up with the reboot passive change. We have to throw that in. What about 6 and 7? What is happening there? Nothing and nothing. Why don't they increase 6 and 7 so that people have some options to do stuff? Why not make 6 set give you like 30% IED and 7 set give you like 20% critical damage or something? Just something outrageous so that people can be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for 6 or 7 set. I'm gonna wear an Absolab overall. Now nobody will ever do it. It's just never worth it. Hope we don't go back to 15-star Tyrant meta. Well, I mean, in Reboot we can never get that, so that's fine. 6 and 7 when you're a DA. 6 is unironically best in slot for DA if, for arcane stuff. And then here we have, instead of 2,000 HP and 30 attack, we have 30 attack and 10% boss. 15 less attack. 400 extra defense. And... Oh no, 50 all stat is low. Oh, never mind. We lose the 50 all stat here. but you can 10% IED. And then the 10% IED here is replaced with the 50 all-stat and 10% boss here. So also here the 4 set is way better. And then the 5 set gives you the HP and the MP, 30 attack and 10 boss instead of the 30 boss there. And then the rest is the same. Hmm. 4 boss arcane kind of cracked. 20 weapon attack versus Syria had versus. Okay. Just caps like equipment set were concentrated in the 5 sets. So when changing for apps, you have to change a lot of them. Yeah. With the goal of making it easier from move from Abs Lab equipment to Arcane Shade equipment. 5 set effects to Abs Lab Arcane Shade equipment. 2 to 5 set effects. Yeah. Oh, the Cursed Spellbook and Mitra's Rage items have been improved to be dropped as vouchers. Pog champion, dude. Following items will now be dropped instead of the previous Cursed Spellbook, Mitra's Rage. That's pretty nice. Seavel helmet is trash. Not if you're a 0. For everyone else, yes. Lucky Hat meta? Oh, you're talking about Lucky Hat meta? No, you can't do Lucky Hat because it only counts for 3 or higher, so you can't do CRA because you're not using the weapon. Unless they add like a CRA ring or something that's gonna be part of the set bonuses as well. Then that could change. Could like change some things up, or a pendant or something. Do you understand why there was a different item per class in the first place? Yeah, I agree. I think that's just really arbitrary to mess with people. The drop item should just be like 15 all stats, and then the same weapon and magic attack that it has now, however much that is, and then that should just be the same for everyone. Yeah. Like forcing people to have different party compositions so that you can have different loot rotations and all that. It's just not good. Okay, the completion requirements for the achievements when acquiring these items has been changed when you acquire the box. Sure. Book and the Rage bit was had different jobs and main stats. Therefore, if you acquired the items which had a very low drop rate, an extremely low drop rate, the experience was not good if you acquired one that you could not use. Well, you can always use it. You could, well, for the books you could always use it because they're common. For Reboot World, this problem was even worse since it could not be traded. Oh my god, they're actually taking Reboot into account for this. Amazing. To solve these problems, we have changed the Cursed Spellbook and Mitra's range to be dropped as boxes to let you choose what you want. But we're not going to do that for the arcane stuff. We're going to make it 2 separate boxes so that you can still get fucked over by that. But for the books, we're going to do it. Okay, thanks. The item acquisition permission setting feature has been added to the party settings. You can set the item acquisition permission to all or party leader in the party UI's party settings. When set to party leader, only the party leader can loot items which were dropped as shared rewards. That's only in non-reboot, right? What if you accidentally go in with the wrong leader? It's dropped as shared, and then nobody can loot it, and they can't like give it to someone because there's no trade. Only for, it doesn't say that it's only for non-reboot. Can you change party leaders? Can you do that during the run? I think so. I hope so. If so, then that wouldn't be that big of an issue. You get the party's current permission setting at the bottom of the UI. When the party's permission setting is changed, the notification will be output. Items dropped as individual rewards can be acquired regardless of party setting. Sure. Yep, you can. Okay, okay. When playing boss content, there were a lot of problems between players in the process of acquiring and distributing items dropped as shared rewards. Yes, because you changed the way that looting works, and it's horrible. We hope that adding the ability to change the setting of who can acquire items will minimize any disputes. In Reboot World, the selling price of the Intense Power Crystal may change to 5 times the price of regular worlds. The weekly limit of Intense Power Crystals sold to the collector has been changed from 60 per character to 180 per world. Oof. The existing 60 per character limit did not function practically as a reward acquisition limit. Since we are increasing boss rewards, we will set up a new upper limit and proceed with the boss rewards reorganization. As a result, from checking the accounts, which recently sold 2.68% of them sold more than 180 per week, so we expect that most players' experience will not change. Except for all the people who are sweaty hardcore gamers, who you want to keep in your game the most. Those people you're fucking over the most. And all the other people who are not playing the game to the most, those will see no negatives. So you're punishing the people who play the game the most. Again, I am totally okay with this for non-reboot, because you want to keep track of how many mesos are being generated and put into the economy. Totally okay with that. But then for reboot, what's the reason for reboot? Like, let us do 6 million bosses a week. Why limit us? Because if we're not doing 6 million bosses a week, we're just gonna grind for 6 million hours and get more money. Because the percentage, right? Again, the percentage of the distribution, the pie chart we saw, that's completely different for reboot. So, but it stops here. I'm missing that last extra step. Why punish the people who play the game the most? They have to put some kind of stopgap in, I guess, so that they don't create too much meso inflation. The thing is also, of course, that if they don't do that, that percentage of people will go up by a lot, right? So 180, what are we looking at with that? Exclamation mark bosses. I also don't understand some of the changes for reboot. Which one specifically? Because we're looking at what do I usually do? At least one normal Magnus, one Madman, one normal Pap, one normal Cygnus, one normal Arc. That's 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 on 4 characters. 18 on 4 characters is what, 72? And then 16 on 2 characters. 32, 72, 104. And then on 3 characters, 1, 2, 3? No, 1, 2 only. 6, 104, 110, and then 111, 112, 113. 113 without any extra dailies or weeklies. Okay, so I guess I'm not at the 180 at this point because I stopped doing the dailies on all the characters because that's not really worth my time anymore. Maybe 180 is a big enough number to kind of be like, yeah, I don't really reach it anyway. I'll definitely be over 100, but I'll probably have to play differently and play way more. You forgot the times 5? No, I'm counting the amount of crystals that I'm getting per week. The times 3 or times 5 doesn't factor into any of that. Because of the time of how long it takes me to kill the bosses, I'm not gonna start like doing CRA on like 12 extra characters a week now. That's because I have project CRA, I have my bosses to do, I have training, I have all of this kind of content to go over. There's already so much to do in a week. I'm not gonna start doing CRA on like, maybe I'll do like, no, I just won't. If the value is like 10 times the amount, maybe I'll consider it and squeezing in some extra CRAs, but for just like doubling the value, I don't think it's worth my time. I don't know, maybe in combination with having more access to switching around the link skills. But the other main thing is that for a lot of things, when people are doing these bosses, a lot of times people are using the guild skills also to speed it up. And the other thing is going to be going into way more bossing mules to get all of these big crystals. You're going to need room for all of these bossing mules to be able to get access to good link skills, and that's going to be very finite in a lot of guilds. Give me some yeah. Patch to prevent this. Yeah, I also don't know. Yeah, what did he say? Server can have 100% dark boss equip drop rate for all I care. All the ones that are combating inflation on regular. Yeah. Yeah, like I get that they do that, but please don't push any of that through to reboot, because that just will have negative downstream effects for us, and it doesn't combat anything that we have. Scardor, actually, shouldn't the average guild skills go up since this will come after the guild changes? I don't think. Again, that's also mainly a KMS change. I think for GMS, most of it won't change that much. Maybe by like 1 or 2 skill points. I think. It's possible that we see like the surge of guilds that are just full of Lotus and Damien mules that people do weeklies in as well, and then just get like, I don't know, get like 15 to 20 skill points on there, which is like just enough to get the critical damage and the bossing one both to like level 9 or 10 or something like that, and that they use that for the bossing mules. That's possible, but that's some extra level sweaty gamer shit. How much more did we get currently per crystal compared to regular? We get 3 times the amount, so we get 2 times more. So that's going to go up to 5 times the amount. At least in KMS, it's going to go up to 5 times the amount because their Meso acquirement is also 5 times the amount. For us, compared to non-reboot, it's 6 times the amount. So again, this is Tespia. It's not even in KMS yet. You know, months and months and months downstream, we won't know if we'll get the 5x, we'll get the 6x, if we'll even get it, if it's even going to go through. You know, like a lot of question marks at this point. Will this affect Ursus? No. Will not affect Ursus. Unless I scroll down here and we get more Ursa stuff. Existing boss rewards have been changed as shown below. The following boss rewards have been removed: Chaos Scroll, Potential Scroll, Advanced Potential Scroll, Chaos Fragment, Twisted Time Essence, Basic Additional Potential Stamp, Intermediate Additional Potential Stamp, Advanced Additional Potential Stamp, Basic Soul Enchanter, Regular Weapons and Armor. Oh, okay. Pet Equipment, Movement Scroll, Pet Equipment, Jump Scroll, Patience Potion, Awakening Potion, Invincibility Potion, Experience Accumulation Potion, Wealth Acquisition Potion, Silver Potential Stamp, and Reboot. Aw, they removed our EOPs and our WOPs that were dropping like once every 2 months. People riot in the chat, boys. The following boss rewards have been changed from individual rewards to shared rewards. Occult Cubes, Rebirth Flame level 1, okay, I don't care, and an Enhanced Soul Enchanters. Amazing. The following boss rewards have been changed from shared to individual. Medals of Honor. Oh, wait. Yes. Medals of Honor, Boss Medals of Honor, Zakum's Soul Fragment, Hilla's Soul Fragment, Papalata's Soul Fragment, and Zakum's Arm Voucher? The fuck is that thing? Okay. Okay, so we can actually loot our Medals of Honor individually now. Okay, that's cool. Where are the other riders with me? A chair? Oh, maybe you sit on his arm? I don't know, maybe. The Zakum certificate, Papalata certificate, and Piano certificate will no longer drop. And that only 8 years after their drop is made completely useless. Golf clap for the devs over there at Nexon. Good job. Keeping up with the times. To be fair, I don't think I've seen certificates in like ever. Have you guys seen any? For boss rewards, we want to keep the total amount of rewards as equal as possible. Therefore, we want to keep certain rewards like soul fragments, equipment, exchange materials, score, skill, core, gemstones, and cosmetic items as individual rewards. Sure, for items that were dropped as shared rewards, if it was more appropriate to have them be individual, like honor, we have changed them accordingly. Good. Now also do that for the cross, whatever, the Silent Crusade coins. The experience of acquiring reward points after defeating bosses has been improved. The amount of reward points acquired has been changed to base on the clear limits daily, weekly, monthly. Daily 30, weekly 200, monthly 1000. Together with the changes of reward points, the daily limit on reward points that can be acquired through the gameplay and the Maple world has been increased from 5 to 10k per day, which is kind of crazy. The following quests have been added so that you can acquire reward points when defeating all weekly and monthly bosses. Aha, so they added Lotus Damien, Will, they added all of these. Oh, this is a huge increase in reward points. So for us, totem-wise, this is going to be very easy to start maxing out on totems. Give us a pity system, you cowards. On what? On everything? The quest to defeat theme dungeons bosses can no longer be completed. Okay. I think we can overcome that. The boss reward point quests have been changed so that they can be completed starting at the minimum entry level for each boss. Cool! Spring Project. Oh my god, that's a lot of people in one map. That can be GMS. The Monster Park Road of Vanishing, City of Dreams Lackline, and Mysterious Forest Arcana areas paths have been improved. Wait. Oh, Monster Park. Okay. Wait, are these all the monsters in the map? Are they red dots now? Eye patch, CPAP, That's like 2,000 extra reward points per week for endgame players, no? 2,000 extra? Well, all of the weekly ones are going up to 200. So not just these are getting added, but all of the weekly bosses, instead of 50, is going to be 200. So that's like 9 or 10 other bosses that are going to be like an extra 1,500 in total as well. So I think it's more like 3,000 or maybe even like 3,500 per week for later endgame players. Well, per character that does weeklies. So if you have multiple characters you do weeklies on, it's like 10,000 extra or something. Red Dot Spirit Savior, Toxic Spirit Flashback. Oh yeah. Monster Park monsters will now be displayed on the minimap. Okay, so that's... we finally got to it. Nice. First I talk out of my ass for a little bit, and then they actually just have the text in there. So this is the pet buffs with the 2 slots per pet. Pet auto buff has been improved that they can have 2 skills. The burning stage maintain fall time has been changed from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. 10 a.m. I have asked Ghibli about this, if GMS has that as well. She replied to me that at this point, I believe that we don't have a burning stage specification listed. But I can try asking about it. So she's asking if that's true, but at this point she doesn't think that we have one. So, what does it mean? Between certain times in the game in KMS, there's no burning buildup, so it just stays at whatever number it's at, and it only goes down if people train. It doesn't build up if the map gets abandoned. Would you need to buy 2 pet buffs per pet now? The way they mentioned it is that if you already have it, it goes up to 2 and you don't have to pay extra. But I don't know if it means that the item will just give you 2 now or if you have to start buying 2. I don't know that exactly. But I guess it's not specifically explained here. But yeah. Lucid music, you're a little bit overbearing. And then, look at this beautiful thing. Look at this. What is that? A hyper stat for regular damage. Damage to regular monsters has been added. Cool beans. He gets 30% damage per level up to 5, and then 4% per level after that, so the same as boss damage, to 55% at level 15. And the hyper stat preset system has been added. Guys, presets are coming. They're coming home. Total of 3 preset slots are provided. You must pay 2 mil Meso to change to another preset. I will gladly pay that every single time. When you reset your hyperstats, only your current selected preset will be reset. Come again? When you reset your hyperstats, only your current selected preset... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would hope so. You make 3 presets, you reset one of them, and then all the other ones also get reset. That kind of defeats the purpose of a preset. But okay, it's good that it works like that, I guess. But that would be... You get an 8 mil discount? Yeah, true. Otherwise, it costs 10 mil every single time, yeah. Imagine that, you do that would be so annoying. And then monster collection changes. The metal requirements, I don't know why this is even a thing. Nobody uses these metals. They're all garbage. I don't know why you're changing that. I mean, I guess for the 6 people in the server who collect these things, I guess. Sorry. Don't mean to discriminate against those collectors. Areas of monster collection been changed. Wow, you only need 5. Okay, Aqua Road, you only need 20. Amazing. Monster collection, box. The following items are storageable. The 50% epots, the gold stamps, and the 50% additional potential scrolls are storageable. I do get some epots every now and then, so that's actually kind of cool that you can store those, and those are like the tradable kind, which probably also means if they're storageable, that they might become the ones that are also not time limited, but they don't mention that specifically, so I'm gonna guess that we now have three of them. Time limited and untradable. Tradable and time limited, and then tradable and not time limited, which is cool. More differences, yay! More different non-stacking items. The entire metal system is too outdated to be relevant. Exactly. Exactly. The expedition cancel feature has been added to monster collection. If you cancel an expedition that is in progress, you will not receive any rewards. What I say? The automatic screenshot feature when registering a monster in monster collection has been added. If you set the automatic screenshot feature and options to be off, it will not work. Wait, if you turn it off, it won't work? By the way, guys, it's time again for me and you, the people at home, watching, to do the funny thing. And this is where you guys go to your install folder. You go to your hard drive. You go to your... maybe I shouldn't do this on stream. You go to your Explorer. And you go to your install location where MapleStory is, and you look at all the screenshots that are in there. Because if you, like everyone else who plays this game, under the screenshot option has burst mode and auto mode here enabled, which most people have in the beginning, you will have a screenshot of every single character that's ever leveled, and every achievement you've ever gotten will be just in the MapleStory folder. And for some of you right now who are checking, you will be able to delete about 3 to 4 terabytes of screenshots. And my mosquito daily is right on time. Come back. Come back. Where are you going? Come back here. Okay. Mosquito daily has presented itself and will be dealt with accordingly momentarily. So turn that, if you have a bunch of screenshots in there and you don't want those, then turn those off. My auto mode is still open. Ruh-roh. Yes, so, cool. When registering monsters in monster collection with the monster eggs, the new monster has been added to monster collection message will now appear. Other than mysterious, okay, whatever. In Crossroad Party quests, monsters can now be registered in the monster collection. Oh, that's cool, because I think a lot of those were necessary to complete sets. Like the Cry-C ones and stuff like that. And in Maple Auction, if you have items that can be relisted, you can now relist them all at once. Beautiful. You can use up to 5 chair and title wallets. That's a weird picture to show... Oh no, that's this picture. Okay, cool. I think there's a limit of 5 here as well, right? In total material bags, so that makes sense. That's a unified... more like universal now. You can now lock items' location in your inventory when sorting them. Oh my god. The future is now. Well, the future is in like 6.5 months. But this is the future, dude. Because if you guys are like me, well, this is a bad character to show it on, because this character I haven't been on in forever. But you have certain things that you keep on the bottom, and then certain things you keep on top, right? Is it just me, or is that you guys as well? If you can lock the bottom ones, and then just click the consolidate, and the bottom ones will stay on the bottom, that would be some beautiful ass shit. Really tedious, and maybe completely unnecessary to like most people, but more importantly, you know what's most important about this feature? Is that there won't be a gaping hole here in the bottom of your inventory anymore. I believe that this is why they made that feature, because now they finally have something that they can put in there, so there isn't like this OCD hole in the middle of the icons in the bottom of your... There isn't this bicycle rack of a denture problem going on. I believe that's the real reason why they did it. Imagine not using expanded inventory. Yeah, no, expanded inventory, that's for Zoomers. Millennials like myself use the old school version. In World Map, the bookmarks feature has been added. You can register maps as bookmarks if you click on them. Their location will be displayed directly on the world map. You can register up to 30 bookmarks. Oh my god. Before you know it, this game is going to actually have features that you would have already expected in 2008. Amazing. During the Grandest Arcane Stone Quest, you can now move to fight Magnus by talking to the Grandest Goddess. Oh my god. Before you know it, they're actually going to add a version of... a special event version of Magnus that you can always kill, even if you've already done the regular Magnus. That's going to be like in 2026, guys. That's going to come. Finally, the amount of people who are like, can you help me hard Magnus because I already killed easy because I didn't think I was going to reach level 200 today? Like, those people are not going to have to say that anymore. It's insane. The quest will not be completed if you defeat any other difficulty Magnus. Rip. Like I said, that's for the future, okay? That's not yet. Not yet. The future is... that future is not yet now. You can now see the chairs that other characters are sitting on. In the equipment... in the item list, okay. You can find information about the chair in the character info window item bottom of the list. You can now register return to nearest town scrolls on hotkey slots. I don't know about you guys, but I have not used a return to nearest town scroll since 2011? Yeah, maybe I used one in 2012 before I quit. But, you know, just my 2 cents, I guess. I guess in non-reboot, a lot of people still don't have rocks, so they might still use those. The Dream Key has been removed from the Cygnus entry requirements. Rejoice! After you defeat a boss, you can now use the exit portals by pressing the up arrow key. A lot of this seems very familiar from the discussion board over here. The penalty duration after a character dies has been decreased. For characters below level 200, it's fixed at 5 minutes. The question still remains, why does it even exist in the first place? For characters level 200 or higher, it will be a minimum of 10 minutes to a maximum. I think people at this point would rather lose like a few percent and just be able to continue rather than have this debuff and have to worry about like going into the cash shop and buying the charms and all that stuff. But okay. For characters level 200 or higher, there will be a minimum of 10 minutes to a maximum of 60 minutes, depending on your level. Dude, an hour? What? Look, okay. Olive branch, okay? If you have the thing where it's like you have the debuff, or you can click here and pay 5 mil and the debuff will be removed. If that was an option, then I would be 100% okay with this, because then people could just be like, click, boom, remove it, keep going, you know? But like forcing people into the cash shop to go and get those things so you can have them pass by all the beautiful shiny cash shop stuff so they can get like distracted by the shiny things and spend money on the game. That would be, yeah, I know, that would be way too convenient, mystery. I know. That would be way too player-friendly, user-friendly. Yeah, I know. Okay. Enheim Defense. Enheim? Is that what it's called? Okay. Has been added to the Arcane River Morass area. Prevent Hecaton's resurrection with the power of light magic pillar Enheim Rod. Nice. Prepare your rods, guys. With the new NPC, the Peepo Shrug NPC. Participation requirements. Characters level 230 and higher who have completed the pre-quests. Talk to the mysterious researcher. You can only enter alone. Well, I thought it was going to be a PQ. Nope. Solo. You can enter up to 3 times a day. If you fail the mission, your number of entries will not be decreased. When the game begins, a boss monster will appear on both sides of the map and attack the center pillar in Enheim Rod. Ugh. Suction. By defeating nearby monsters, you can charge light magic energy, and when it's full, you can use the light magic launcher. You can defeat the boss monster by pressing the NPC to gather key and light magic monsters that are located in front of them. After defeating the boss monster 9 times, the last boss monster, the Hackathon's... Okay, this is just... Is it just me, or is this exactly Urda Spectrum? Just not even like a little bit different. Just like exactly Urda Spectrum bonus stage 2. Where you just push in the Armas into the... No? Why don't they just add a Hackathon boss? Apparently they tried to in GMS, but it like broke the game, so they just completely moved away from that. Suction Spectrum. I'm gonna not do it exactly like... And I'm not gonna do it exactly like Urda Spectrum. I mean, finally we can get some extra symbols in the... Oh, and just as everything, it's gonna be perfectly in time for me to be added to an area where I will already be capped and I won't need it anymore, but okay. Okay, you can defeat the boss monster by pressing NPC to gather key. Blah, blah, blah. If the Enheim Rod health reaches 0 or you run out of time, you will fail. That's pretty self-explanatory, but okay. Last boss can only be defeated after attacking it multiple times. Space to defeat the boss. Okay, sure. 2. Okay, so 2 per time, and then you could do it 3 times. Oh my god, that's even more exactly like like Urda Spectrum than I already thought it was. All right, show. Alright, killing the dudes. Gathering Urda. Oh, the bar's already maxed. Use Zap. Activate the tower. Zap the dude. It's a pretty big map, actually, and you have to do it solo. Okay, so you can see on the minimap... Okay, not if I hover over it, sorry. You can see on the minimap where the red thing is. But you have to be... Oh, yeah, okay, you can see the indicator. Right. You can see the indicator that there's a red enemy. Oh, there's one on the right side. Oh, right. So yeah, see there's one on the top right. So whenever you see the indicator, just rush towards it, kill monsters on your way there. Activate the tower. You can activate... It feels like this energy builds up super fast. But of course, this guy's level 257. So if you're just barely level 230, it'll be a lot harder, I assume. And the level of the monsters will be higher, so it'll be quite tricky to kill that quickly. I see a lot of teleporters as well that he's not using. I think you can press up at the teleporters to move through the map way faster. But of course that might be the question of whether you want to do that or not, because you might have to be able to kill monsters. But this seems like it'll be way easier and way faster actually than Urda Spectrum. It's as if Urda Spectrum only had the second stage is what this looks like to me. So I think a lot of people will be able to do it. And then Protect Asphera. Another little mini game for this guy as well. Characters level 235 and higher. You can do it 3 times. When the game begins, 10 twisted dimensional gates will appear on the right side of the map. You can acquire Urda by defeating the summoned mirror world monsters on the left side of the map. Oh my god, all these instructions, okay. Ass. A is 1, Ass is 3, cool. So Ass is 7, well done chat. You can use the Schubert special turret by consuming Urda to destroy the gates. 3 minutes after the game starts, Schubert's support will drop and be used immediately after you acquire it, destroying 2 twisted dimensional gates. You must destroy all the dimensional gates within the time limit to clear the mission. If you run out of time, you will fail the mission. Amazing. Also, 2 per day, up to an extra 6. Okay, going up from 8 to 14 is pretty beautiful, so that's nice. Okay, let's see what this one does. This one is 4 minutes. Okay, so that's substantially longer. So you're just going through. Again, you see all the little red blobs on the right side. That's the ones that you want to shoot. You're building up the little bar, the little blue bar on the bottom. Just killing as many monsters as possible. The bar is filling up rather slowly. Oh, sorry, did it say you had to solo this as well? Tier list? Yeah. Only enter alone as well, okay. Oh, Jesus, you have to, like, aim? Oh, my God, this looks like some scuffed-ass shit. Okay. Fire again. Okay, and now you do the beam, because it's like a straight line. Okay, but a straight line consumes 3, and the other one consumes 1. Right, okay. Alright, so now he loses a point because he didn't hit anything. A little bit lower, he'll hit something for sure. Bam. Right, so you can kind of gauge by the red dots here to see how far you'd have to shoot. Okay, it doesn't seem that bad. I guess as you get more used to it. There we go, a little bit lower. This is going to be too high, I think. Yeah. Oh, you can go look as well. Yeah, a little bit lower. There you go. Bam. Cool. Fire like... No. Fire... No, that's too high. Here. Yeah. Right there. Bam. And then he has to get the last one. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit more scuffed, to be honest, but it's an extra 6 symbols. Fuck it. Minigame gives you 40 minutes. Yeah, but you don't want to be in there for 40 minutes. This one is really annoying. Yeah. It looks like you weren't having too much fun. Pathfinder uses cardinal transition in the opposite direction of the way they are facing while using a certain skill. It has been improved so that they are moved in the opposite direction instead of it being used in place. Cool. A flame blizzard, flame discharge, fireline, explosion attack has been improved so that it hits all at once without any delay intervals. Oh, so that can help you blow up like a clown in the pink or the purple phase without having to wait for blue or red, for example. Adele's other crystals have been improved so that they are not affected by skill effect transparency. Not at all? Okay, that's maybe a little bit too much because they are quite visual, like quite out there. Certain Lara skills have been improved. Where the river flows have been improved so that when you use it, you will properly arrive at the platform it is placed on. Cool. And you won't just fall to the ground, I guess. Free Dragon Phase level requirement has been changed for 140. Vine Coil's level requirement has been changed to 160. Are these the hyper skills that they messed up? They put them at the old 150 and 170 or something? Link skill UI list of links has been improved so that they are sorted and output in alphabetical order. Oh, no more the weird, like, one resistance link skill in between where the Evan rune skill is and shit. Alright, so that'll be nice. In Will, when the dimension collapse pattern activates, if you are soloing the boss, it has been improved so that you can attack the watching eye in the same dimension you are in to cause the moonlight orbs and black orbs to fall. Okay, that is kitty gloves time. Now I'll be able to solo Hard Will as well, guys. We received an inquiry about Night Lord and Shadow Duck's flame installed in the dimension, but it would disappear and the orbs would not fall in the other dimension. We confirmed that the issue was not a skill disappearing issue. When both Will and the Watching Eye were in the Dark Flare's range, it could only attack one enemy, so it appeared to be of no use since it was hitting Will instead of the Eye. This wasn't a problem with Dark Flare itself, but we determined that the pattern that it could... Okay. Okay, but also, what about the other 30 characters that don't have a summon that couldn't do anything? That had to get like a Lucid Soul on the other side or some shit. In Hard Lucid, it has been improved so that when entering Phase 3, any patterns that were about to activate will now disappear. No more Dragon Beam through your map. Beautiful. In Hungry Muda, the monster's ingredient drop rates have been changed to be the same. Uh-oh. The same as what? The same as the sharks? I hope not. I hope not the same as the shark ones, because those do not drop in the beginning. Items. Jesus, that's a lot of description. The same as nothing, Monka has, yeah. Luna Petite Pet's range to acquire items below has been increased to be 200 pixels wider than it was before. So that should be about 60% of the vertical, upwards vertical one. All job transparent weapon has been added to the cash shop. Wait, all jobs or all weapons? You can buy this item and equip it over all weapons except blades. Yeah, for dual blades, right? Yeah, except kataras. to make them transparent. The transparent claw, knuckle, gauntlet, revolver has been removed from sale of the cash shop. Nice. Okay. But this is a temporary one, I believe. Same as the bananas? Yeah, as long as it's the same as the bananas or the... just whichever ones have the highest drop rate. Sharks, turtles, and the lions are the worst. Yeah. Those have the lowest drop rate for sure. Potential stats. Now the cube rates have been revealed. We would like to adjust the cube's stats like we talked about in last conference. Oh, okay. This adjustment had the goal of removing certain less useful stats or limiting the number of lines to make useful options appear more. In this improvement, to avoid significantly changing the value of existing items, we have selected that we have selected stats, that only appear in one equipment type and have limited the changes to be within 10%. In the future, we will continue to make further improvements while observing the changes in the values of items through changes in potential stats. Detailed rates will be posted on the homepage at the time of the official server update. Okay. In the set rates for each stat, the critical damage percentage stat was displayed as 2, but they have been combined into 1. Okay, I'm hoping that this is like for hats and for secondaries mainly. Those have the horrible rates. Was there actually something posted about them moving the 20% boss damage line in Legendary into a 30%? Did I imagine or hope that that was going to happen, or did that actually go through? Does anyone know? What the fuck are the GMS cube rates? We got scanned. Yeah, we still don't know the GMS cube rates. Post the rates, guys. In the past, the minimum... Oh, I see it right here, yeah. In the past, the minimum maximum damage critical damage stat was changed to critical damage, resulting in 2 stats at the same name. This time we have added up the rates, okay? The appearance rates of the following stats have changed. These rates do not affect items that you already have. Do not the ones that you already have, rip. It will only be reflected when items first have potential revealed or when reset through cubes. The following stats will no longer appear when using red cubes, black cubes, craftsman cubes, or meister cubes. Unique 20% boss damage. All skill levels plus 1. All skill levels plus 2. All skill levels plus 2. All skill levels plus 3. Elemental resistance 10% and status resistance plus 10. We're all gone. Okay. Rip Beast Tamers? It's okay. Skill levels plus is still something you don't want on potential for Beast Tamers. Rip Dreams of Double Prime Magic Attack 30% boss damage secondary, yeah. The following stats rates have been increased when using red cubes, black cubes. Damage when attacking boss, damage for 30%. So I'm assuming that this one is just like eating up to 20%. It kind of sucks though that it doesn't affect the potential that you already have. So they will just have people keep 20%, but everyone else who rolls the exact same thing from now on is going to get 30%. I don't get why they wouldn't just change the 20 to 30. You thought BT actually use it? Well, first of all, they don't exist in KMS. But they don't use it on potential. You will use it on your familiar badge. You might use it on... God, where might you use it? There's something else where you can use it. But the thing is with Beast Tamer is that you're still limited to which skills you have access to based on how many skill points you have put into that branch, into that animal branch. So... even though you can level up the skills that you have up until then with this skill, if you don't have enough points into the branch, you can't go to the next skill anyway, so you have to overlevel anyway. So a little bit of all skill levels is nice, but too much of it doesn't really help you all that much. 20% boss equips are now legacy items. That is true. Maybe their value will go up as a result. Nope. The following is okay. The following stats will no longer appear when using any additional cubes or strange additional cubes. Elemental resistance 4%, elemental resistance 5%, all skill levels plus 2, and status resistance plus 5. From what I understand, bonus potential is already super duper expensive. So anything like this that they do to make bonus potential a little bit less garbage, I wish all the best for you guys. Developer note that this improvement is going to mention the conference, such as the plus skill level removed. Yep, instead of removing the plus 20% damage on attacking boss monster line, we have moved a certain portion of the rate assigned to it to 30% boss damage line when attacking a boss monster line. As a result, the rate of getting 30% boss damage when attacking boss monsters has been increased by 2.5% points based on unique weapons. All decent skill lines have been grouped, and the limit has been set so that you can only get one decent line skill from the group. Ooh. No more 8% critical damage, decent sharp eyes, and decent speed infusion gloves. Rip. Yeah, also no more triple DSE gloves, yeah. Wait, so that does mean, though, that you have a higher chance that if your glove already has decent sharp eyes or decent speed infusion in it, you have technically a higher chance that you're going to get stats or critical damage with that, because there's no more chance of hitting double of those lines. Quite a bit easier. They said within 10%, so easier, but not like insanely easy all of a sudden, right? Okay, quest, City of Dreams Lakeline quest symbol rewards have been increased from 4 to 8. Ooh, nice. Lakeline is a hard one to get started on, so 4 extra symbols, that's nice. The Tenebris investigation quest, Liberty the Labyrinth dungeon will no longer appear. You can now replace the assigned mission. Under Crossworlds, message has been added that states arrows, stars, and bullets and items are provided. When reviving and deciding whether or not to use buff freezers, the checkbox click area has been changed to a button to reduce confusion. Okay. When transferring items with the 0 weapon growth process, the checkbox's description has been updated to include that Starforce is also transferred. Alright. In coin shops, you can now purchase multiple items at once by entering the purchase code. Oh! A standard 2003 universal feature has now been implemented to MapleStory in 2000. Well, is going to be implemented to MapleStory in 2021, and maybe in 2022 for us guys. Holy shit! Buying multiple items at once. The future is truly in 6 months from now. The profession UI's size has been changed so that the names of the craftable items and items can be crafted output normally. In the guild introduction, the guild BBS, you can include any inappropriate words when writing a post. A pop-up window will now be output that shows you which content was detected as inappropriate. Oh, okay. Reminds me at the time I had to make a macro to buy something from a store in Guild Wars 2. Really? Monster Life. I don't know anything about that, but it seems some minor changes. Error fixes for skills. Buff freezers will no longer be consumed if you use a buff freezer when any saved summons or insult type skills duration have ended while resurrecting. Crest of the Solar's flame emblem will no longer disappear even after changing maps. Certain skill. Okay, usually Max is really good about highlighting if something is really important. These are just like small fixes. Fix an issue with Ilium where if you use the Crystal Ignition in Glory Wings mode, reaction spectrum's number of hits were not consistent. A lot of stuff going on there. Iliums, this is for you guys, okay? We're using Crystal Ignition and Glory Wings. Sometimes reaction spectrum's number of hits displayed on the client would vary based on the network status. Oh. In the existing specifications, it was only the number displayed on the client that was higher than the real number of hits, so the actual specification have not changed. Okay, cool. Lara, where the applied cooldown reduction affects 2 times. Ooh, cringe. Monsters. Fix awkward movement when certain monsters moved. Corrupted Barrel and Dino Ram. Amazing. Items. Maps. You can now open the Legion UI in Arcarium's boss entry map. PogChamp, dude. I can finally switch to my bossing Legion before I kill Arc. Hell yeah. Okay, these are all just small, extra little things. Just minor tweaks, minor quality of life, minor fixes that are part of every patch. I'm not going to go over all of those because they're very minor things. When you reconnect by changing to a different character, you will now connect to the channel that you last disconnected from. Wait. When you reconnect by changing to a different character, you will now connect to the channel that you last disconnected from. What does that mean? Oh, I know why this is. If you say you're getting KS'd at Drake's, and you're like, I'm going to show you my main, I'm going to KS you, you don't have to remember what channel you were in, you just switch to your main, and boom, you immediately get put into the same channel, you go to Drake's, and you KS the shit out of that guy. What would you use this for, except for KSing people? Maybe it skips the world selection? I guess so. But why would you necessarily want to be in the same channel if you go into a different character? A different character typically is playing in a completely different area. So why does the channel that you log into there matter? I don't... MVPs? Maybe MVPs. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah, maybe MVPs, I guess. Yeah, maybe speeding it up. Yeah. You have good and bad channels too? Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe because you're in a good channel, you want to automatically log into a good channel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Small things. But yeah, okay, so this is, again, this video is going to be long enough too. So there are a lot of stuff. Again, this is Tespia, test server. So none of this is guaranteed for KMS yet. The general direction is, of course, most likely none of that is going to change. But new boss, new stuff, new equips, new value, new boss drops, new boxes, new set bonus changes, new pet changes, UI, maps locked, boss entries, new dailies, Miracinosfera, new memes, few skill changes, a Lucid and Will change, pet changes, looting changes, multi-buy, few skill changes. All of that stuff. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Let me know what you hope gets made even better. And let me know what you hope gets removed because you don't like the change. If you're playing in Reboot like me, you probably have a lot of question marks as to, okay, that's cool, but what about Reboot? I'm guessing. But if not, let me know as well. And we can have a discussion about that in the comment section. I do read all of those comments. So if you're interested or you want to give a little bit of pushback, don't be afraid to. And we can chat about it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Probably in 1 week or two, we probably have the confirmed patch notes, and then we'll go over everything again and see if there are any changes. We'll probably go over it a lot faster than this. Not going to be one of those really quick 4-hour patch note reviews like this one. And then we'll see what is actually going to get put into KMS, which will basically mean what will we get when it is going to be our winter update. So we're looking at like a January, maybe February update for us. Wait, how many months? 8, 6, 14? Yeah, February. Probably like late January or early February update for us, most likely. So that would be interesting. So let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and enjoy the other content on the channel. All right, everything. I'll put all the links in the description so you can read it on your own time if you want to. All right.